Session, I will discuss about the Poisson distribution. A French mathematician who lived in the period of 1781 to 1840, named Simeon de Poisson, has found and developed this Poisson distribution. Poisson distribution is also a discrete probability distribution as the probability distributions that we have discussed in the previous session as well. Still we are in the discussion of the discrete probability distribution. Therefore, this Poisson distribution is also a discrete probability distribution. And this probability distribution or the Poisson distribution has formed up using the Poisson random variable. Therefore, in the Poisson distribution, you can see that it is formed using a Poisson random variable. And suppose that we are taking our random variable is x, then if it is a Poisson random variable, then it counts the number of successes. It counts the number of successes in Poisson process. Then if this satisfy, then we can say this x as a Poisson random variable. Therefore, if x counts the number of successes in Poisson process, then x is said to be a Poisson random variable. If you are considering about the experiments having the counts within a particular interval, here I have taken some examples. What we are considering is we are considering the counts within an particular interval. Here some examples were taken. Number of vehicles past the junction for a 10 minutes time period. Here we are considering for a 10 minutes time interval. Here we are having the 10 minutes time interval, and we are having the count for the number of vehicles past that junction within this time interval. And then another can be taken as the number of factories located in 10 acres of land. If you are considering BY zone or this export processing zone, then we can consider about if it is 10 acres of land, then you can have a count for the number of factories located in this 10 acres of land. Here also, even though this is said an interval, this interval can be considered as it will be a time interval, it can be considered as an area, or else it can be considered as the volume as well. Therefore, if you can consider for any interval, then if you are having the counts within that particular interval, then you can model it using this Poisson variable if it follows the Poisson process as well. And then if you are considering the number of mutations in a sequence of DNA, therefore if you are considering a sequence of DNA, there will be several formations. Therefore, if you are considering a particular length interval of a length of this DNA, then you can identify the number of mutations within this considered or this particular length. Therefore, the length can be also considered as an interval. Therefore, within a particular interval, if you are obtaining the counts for the occurrences, then such can be considered as the events which can be modeled using the Poisson distribution. Therefore, generally we do not know what is the exact count. It is because it is exactly uncertain. Therefore, until we are completing the experiment, we do not know that how many occurrences will be there or how many counts will be there. As an example, simple example, if you are having the 10 minutes time period, if you are going to a junction, then and you are counting the number of vehicles pass, you cannot predict at the initially. You can just have a rough number or the rough idea according to the time, whether it is a peak cover or not like that. Therefore, in that situation, you cannot have an exact value for the count. Therefore, we can say that it is actually an uncertain situation. Therefore, considered any uncertain situation or any experiment, having the counts within intervals are marked by the following properties can be modeled using a Poisson distribution. If you are having a random variable x, then if it takes the counts within an interval, as well as it has to follow these following two properties. Then and there only we can model it using the Poisson distribution. Therefore, if you are obtaining the counts within an interval having the following properties, properties means the probability that the event occurs in a given interval is the same for interval. It is quite like this. Suppose that if you are considering the number of vehicles passed, therefore, if you are considering, then you are assuming that the number of vehicles passed or the having the five vehicles, the probability of passing five vehicles in this time period will be same as the number of five vehicles passed the same junction within another 10 minutes time period. Here we are considering the same length. Therefore, these two probabilities should be equal if you need to model it using Poisson distribution. And then it says that the event occurs with a non-mean. The mean should be a non-value, and then independently of the time since the last event. The now here, if I explain it, this the independent property. Suppose that if you are having 10 minutes time period, and if you are considering another 10 minutes time period in the evening. Therefore, the number of vehicles passed in the 10-minute time period in the evening should not be depend on the number of vehicles passed on the morning. Therefore, we can have to assume that these two incidents are independent situations or independent events. Therefore, we can say that these are independent. The occurrence of the events are independent from their previous occurrences. Therefore, these are the situations or the properties which has to be satisfied if it needs to model using the Poisson distribution. Suppose that if it satisfy these two properties as well as having the counts within a particular interval, then we can say that the variable follows a Poisson process, and it can be modeled using a Poisson distribution. Therefore, if you let that x follows or x is a random variable for the Poisson process, and it follows the properties of the Poisson distribution, then we can denote the distribution of x as follows. Therefore, we can say x is the random variable, and the tilde notation used for the distribution. Therefore, we can pronounce it as x is distributed as. Then we are letting these three letters p or I to denote the Poisson distribution, and here we will consider the parameter as lambda. Therefore, we can say that x has a Poisson distribution with the parameter lambda. This lambda is supposed to be the rate of the Poisson process. Therefore, the lambda denotes the rate of the Poisson process. Therefore, it can be noted using this notation. X follows a Poisson distribution having the parameter lambda, where lambda is supposed to be the rate parameter for the Poisson process. Therefore, if the x follows a Poisson distribution, then the probability distribution of x can be defined as follows. Since it is a probability distribution, then we can let that the probability distribution it is p. This x supposed to be the random variable, and the lowercase letter x supposed to be the particular value for the random variable. Therefore, if x take a finite value as the lowercase letter x, then it can be, the probability can be obtained using the equation e to the power minus lambda times lambda to the power x divided by x factorial. Therefore, using this equation, you can simply obtain the probability for the particular value of x using this Poisson distribution. And here this e is supposed to be the base of the natural logarithm. Here is supposed to be the base of the natural logarithm. Therefore, this is how we are defining the probability distribution for the Poisson distribution. And Then we will discuss some characteristics regarding the Poisson distribution. The Poisson distribution, or it has the probability distribution, or we say it as the probability mass function. We say this as the PDF, or in general, since it is a discrete case, rather than saying it as density, we tend to use it as the probability mass function. The probability mass function is denoted by the lowercase letter f, and the particular value is denoted as x. Then this can be written as probability that x equals to a particular value of x, which is same as previous. Then it can be written using as e to the power minus lambda, lambda to the power x divided by the x factorial. Here is the base of the natural logarithm, and x is the particular value that we can take for x, and lambda is supposed to be the rate parameter for the Poisson process. And the cumulative density function, we have abbreviated it as the CDF, cumulative density function, and it is generally denoted using the uppercase letter F, and the particular value is X. Then we can elaborate this as the probability that X is less than or equal to the particular value of X. Therefore, this can be taken as, if you are considering the particular value X, then we can write it as e to the power minus lambda, lambda to the power x divided by the x factorial. But here we have to consider all the possibilities up to x, including x. Then we have to take the summation that x goes from 0 to x. Therefore, we have to take that the value of x goes to 0 to x. It is because the number of counts cannot be here. We say that x is the counts in the particular interval. Therefore, we have to uh, have an idea regarding the lower limit of this. It is because here we are having the value as x equals 0. Then this is supposed to be, this cannot be a negative value. It is because the number of occurrences or the counts cannot be a negative value. That is why we are starting it from 0 and goes up to x, since we are having the CDF at the point x. And the expected value or the mean for the Poisson distribution can be obtained using the fundamental that we have discussed in the previous sessions. It is the expected value of x. It can be taken as the summation of x times px. Therefore, if you do this summation, then we can have the mean value for the probability distribution as lambda. If you do this summation, then you can obtain this value as lambda, or what we are saying as the expected value. Then we can take the next one as the variance. Variance can be obtained again using the fundamentals that we have discussed in the previous sessions. Therefore, using the appropriate substitution, we can again obtain that the variance is also equal to lambda. This is the special property of this Poisson distribution. It says that for a Poisson distribution, we will have the mean and the variance are equal to its rate parameter lambda. If you are having the rate parameter as lambda, then we will get the mean and variance which are equal, and it is supposed to be the value as lambda. Okay. Now we will move for, these are the characteristics related to the Poisson distribution. Therefore, we will have the examples related with this Poisson distribution. Here it says that the first example, at a parking place, the average number of 3 car arrivals during a specified period of 30 minutes. If the arrival process is well described by a Poisson process, find the probability that during a given period of 30 minutes, part A is no car will arrive, part B is at least 2 cars will arrive, then likewise at most 3 cars will arrive, and between 1 and 3 cars will arrive. Okay, now what we have to do is, here it says that at this parking place, the average number of 3 car arrivals, and it is given that the period of 30 minutes. Therefore, you know that the interval or the time interval is here they are considered 30 minutes. For this 30 minutes, they will have the 3 arrivals. Therefore, when you are defining the lambda, the interval it is given and the interval considered for the calculation should be same. It is because they have with the past experience they have identified that for this 30 minutes time period, they have identified that there are 3 car arrivals. For the 30 minutes, it was 3 car arrivals. And then what they have to do is they are saying that it is having a Poisson process, and they are asking us to find the probability that during 30 minutes time period, for the another 30 minutes time period, they are asking us to find the probability. Now you can use this value directly as lambda. It is because they have identified the number of arrivals within this 30 minutes time period. Since the time period is equal, or the amount or the length of the period are equal, then you can directly use this value as lambda. That is how you are using the value as lambda, and I will discuss another example of changing of the lambda according to situation in the next example related with this. Therefore, here we can say that lambda is equal to 3. It is because they are considering the same time interval. And what we need to find out here is the value of lambda. It is because this is the Poisson distribution has only one parameter. Therefore, we can say that x is a Poisson lambda. Therefore, first we need to write down the distribution. Here we can say that x is the number of car arrivals, and then we can say that x follows a Poisson distribution with the lambda. Now the value is equal to 3. According to the situation, we can write it. Therefore, we can say that x be the number of arrivals during period of 30 minutes. Car arrivals here, it would be better if we write it like this: number of car arrivals in 30 minutes. Then here they have saying that since 3 arrivals in this particular time period, they have taken lambda as 3, and then we can say that x follows a Poisson process with the Poisson distribution with mean 3 or the rate 3. Therefore, as the first part, it is asking that probability that no car will arrive. It means that probability that x equals 0. Here we need to calculate the probability that x equals 0. Since no car, then we can let the value of x is equal to 0. Therefore, it can be written as e to the power minus lambda to the power x divided by x factorial. Therefore, if you do the substitution, you will get e to the power minus 3, since lambda is equal to 3, then 3 to the power x, then divided by 0 factorial. Once you perform this calculation, you will get the value as 0.0498. Therefore, using this calculation, you can get the value or the probability that there will not be any cars, or there will no cars, is equal to 0.498. Therefore, you can interpret this result as the probability of no car will arrive within this period of 30 minutes is equal to 0.0498. Then in the next one, it asks about at least 2 cars will arrive. At least 2 cars will arrive in the sense the minimum of 2 cars will be there. It means that here we have to consider that probability that x is greater than or equal to 2. At least 2 cars. It means that it is at least 2 cars means the values will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Likewise, you may get the values. But if you are going to find out this value using a summation, still you do not know what is the upper bound of this value. Still we cannot say that what is the exact upper bound, whether it is 3, whether it is 4, 5, 6, or any other higher value. Therefore, what we can do is, using the concepts of probabilities, we can rearrange this as this is equal to, we can say that this is equal to 1 minus probability x less than 2. We can say that this is equal to 1 minus probability x less than 2. It is because here we are having the values which are greater than or equal to 2 here. Apart from this, for this side, therefore this side it would be values which are less than 2. Therefore, by combining these two, or the addition of the probabilities of the first part and the second part, you will get the entire summation as 1. That is why we can rearrange this inequality. Therefore, we can write it as 1 minus px less than 2. Now we need to identify what are the possible values that we can take for x less than 2. Therefore, we can say that the possible values that we can take for x less than 2 is less than 2 in the sense 0 and 1 only. It is because the minimum value you can have is 0. It is because no any negative values cannot be taken as the arrivals of cars. Therefore, we have to find out probability that x equals 0, and it has to add the probability that x equals to 1. Therefore, using it is quite like the CDF, it is summation that x goes from 0 to 2, except 2, it is because you do not have this equality here. Therefore, we can say it goes from 0 to 1 only. Then what we can do is we can do the substitution separately. If I write it here, then we will get for the first part, it is e to the power minus 3. It is because lambda is still 3. They are asking for this entire 30 minutes time period. Therefore, this will be 3 to the power 0, then 3 factor, this 0 factorial. Then next part would be e to the power minus 3, then 3 to the power 1 divided by 1 factorial. Therefore, once you perform this calculation, you will end up with the calculation as 0.7013. Therefore, this is supposed to be the probability that at least 2 cars will be arrive within the within the 30 minutes time period is 0.7013. Therefore, this is how we are calculating the probabilities using the Poisson distribution. And in the third part, it is asking us that to calculate the probability that at most 3 cars will arrive. At most 3 cars will be arrived in the sense probability that x is less than or equal 3. At most 3 means it can have the as the maximum of 3, or else it can be 2, or it can be 1, or else it can be 0. You cannot have any values beyond this. It is because all the values beyond this is negative value. Therefore, we have to have the summation from 0 to 3 for the distribution. Therefore, we can say that it is equal to the summation of this x equals 0, then probability that x equals 1, probability x equals 2, and the probability that x equals 3. Now you have to do the substitution separately. Then you will get it as e to the power minus 3, 3 to the power 0, 0 factorial, then e to the power minus 3, 3 to the power 1 divided by 1 factorial, e to the power minus 3, 3 to the power 2 divided by 2 factorial, plus e to the power minus 3, 3 to the power 3 divided by 3 factorial. Therefore, this is how you are obtaining the answer. Now you can do this calculation separately and obtain the answer. It would be equal to 0.6472. Therefore, we can say that the probability that at most 3 cars will arrive within the 30 minutes time period is 0.6472. Then the last part of this example, it is asked us to find the probability that it is between 1 and 3 car arrivals. 1 and 3 car arrivals in the sense it can have the 1 car arrivals, 1 car arrival, then 2 cars arrive at this time period, or else it can be have as 3 car arrivals within this particular time period. Therefore, we are asked to find out the probability that x is in between 1 and 3 inclusively. Therefore, we can say the values are probability that x equals 1, probability that x equals 2, and the probability that x equals 3. Therefore, the summation of these values will give the, here we'll get e to the power minus 3, 3 to the power 1 divided by 1 factorial, e to the power minus 3, 3 to the power 2 divided by 2 factorial, plus e to the power minus 3, 3 to the power 3 divided by 3 factorial. Then the summation gives the value as 0.5975974. Therefore, we can say that the probability that between 1 and 3 cars will arrive within this 30-minute time period, having the probability as 0.5974. This is one way that you can solve this. And if you consider about the next day, we can say that it is actually using this concept. Here we can have the values are, it is asking us to calculate that probability of x less than or equal 3 greater than or equal 1. You can use the first method or this second method. Therefore, what we can do here is, it is x is in between this 1 and 3. Therefore, first, without thinking about the initial part, if you are forgetting about this part, if you are considering it is x less than or equal 3, then we can say it is equal to probability x less than or equal 3 minus this part, it is probability x less x less than 1. Therefore, it is because 1 should be equal, that is why equality is removed from here. Since 1 should be equal, it is because it has to be taken values from 3, 2 and 1, and now we need to take these values. Therefore, we need to remove the values apart from this one. Therefore, we need to remove all these values. Therefore, we can take the value which are less than 1, in the sense here it is less than or equal 3 minus probability x equals 0. Therefore, x less than 1, in the sense x equals 0. We can use this method. It is because previously we have done all this calculation. It is because here we have found that probability that x less than or equal 3 as 0.6724 64272, and the probability x equals 0 also considered as 0.0498. Since we have already done the calculations, we can redo the, it is no need to redo the calculation in this way, but both ways are correct. If you have not done or do not have these values as previous values, then you can use the first technique. Therefore, this is equal to 0.6472 minus 0.0498. This implies the value is 0.5974. From the first technique or the second technique that you have used, the answer will not be changed. It should be same in the both ways. Therefore, this is the first example which I need to discuss for the under the Poisson distribution. And here, what we have to consider both the lambda for these 30 minutes, and for the calculation also we have find out the probabilities within this 30 minutes time period. Now we will move for another example. The second example says that patients arrive at the emergency room of a hospital at the average rate of 5. Here it says that average rate of 5 on weekend evening follows a Poisson process. Therefore, what we can say is this, what we know is this follows Poisson process. And what we know is for this 1 hour time period, if it is 1 hour, then we know that the arrival rate is 5. If it is 1 hour, then the value is 5. In the first part, it asks us the calculate the probability of 4 arrivals in 30 minutes. 4 arrivals in 30 minutes on weekend evening. Here, the initial value was given for 1 hour, but if they are asking us to calculate that 4 arrivals will be in 30 minutes. Therefore, first we need to calculate the lambda for this 30 minutes time period. Therefore, based on the data provided here, we need to calculate the value of lambda. Therefore, If it is 5 arrivals for 1 hour, then based on this, we can take that if it is 30 minutes time period, if it is 30 minutes, then we can say that it is equal to 2.5. It is because it is exactly, the time is exactly half, therefore arrival rate should be exactly half of this. Therefore, if it is 30 minutes time period, then the arrival rate should be equal to 2.5. Therefore, we can assume that the value of lambda is equal to 2.5. It is because for this calculation, they are asking us for a 30 minutes time period. Therefore, even though it is given for 1 hour time period, we have to adjust it for 30 minutes time period. Now they are asking what is the probability that 4 arrivals in this 30 minutes. Therefore, now we can write it as this. If it is the x is the number of arrivals within this time period, then this x follows a Poisson distribution having the parameter as 2.5. It is because we have calculated it for now 30 minutes time period. Therefore, they ask us to find out that exactly 4 arrivals. It means that we need to calculate that there will be 4 arrivals in this particular time period. Then we can take it as e to the power minus 2.5 times 2.5 to the power 4 divided by 4 factorial, which is equals to 0.1336. Therefore, we can interpret this result as the probability that 4 arrivals in 30 minutes is equal to 0.1336. Therefore, here what we have done newly is, initially it is given as the rate is given for 1 hour. Since they ask us to calculate it for 30 minutes, we have to alter this rate for 30 minutes. Therefore, we are obtaining it as 2.5. In the second part, it is asking what is the probability of at least 2 arrivals in 30 minutes. Here also it is asked us to calculate it for 30 minutes time period. Therefore, we can say if it is 1 hour, then they are having 5 arrivals. Therefore, if it is 30 minutes, then this is still 2.5 arrivals. Therefore, this is how we are identifying the value of lambda. Therefore, we can take that for this example also, value of lambda is equal to 2.5. Now we can say that the x follows a Poisson distribution with value 2.5. X follows a Poisson distribution having the value 2.5. Then we can say that it asks us to calculate that at least 2 arrivals. Therefore, we need to calculate the probability that at least means it is greater than or equal to 2. At least 2 means 2, 3, 4, like 5. Likewise, we may have infinitely many arrivals at this time. Therefore, we do not know what is the exact upper limit. Therefore, using the probability theory, we can rearrange this as 1 minus probability x less than 2. Therefore, x less than 2 in the sense the possible values are probability that x equals 0 and the probability that x equals 1. Therefore, using the appropriate substitution, we can obtain the answer for this as 0.7127. Therefore, we can say that the probability that at least 2 arrivals in the particular 30 minutes time period on a weekend evening is equal to 0.7127. In the last part, it asks us to calculate that what is the probability that 20 arrivals in 3 hours. 20 arrivals in 3 hours. Now the time period has changed to 3 hours. Initially, it is given for 1 hour. Therefore, first we need to alter the lambda according to situation. Therefore, we know that for 1 hour, there are 5 arrivals. And here it is asked us to calculate it for 3 hours. Then this should be exactly thrice of this. Then it would be equal to 15 arrivals. Then we can say that value of lambda is equal to 15, and they're asking For this 3 hours time period, what is the value that what is the probability that x takes value as 0? Then we can say that this is equal to probability that x equals 20, not 0, it is 20. Then we can take it as e to the power minus lambda. Now the value of lambda is 15. Then 15 to the power 20 divided by the 20 factorial. Then this leads to the value as 0.0418. Then we can say that the probability that exactly 20 arrivals within the next 3 hours time period is equal to 0.0418. Therefore, this is how we are using the Poisson distribution to model the events. And this is all what I need to discuss for this session. And thank you all for participating with this session.